faster. Just a nuisance because it's more faffing. I've started to try and work from the side so that I keep on knowing what I'm doing, not confuse sides. Try and keep as if I'm looking behind the bike with the freewheel in this case, or your cogs off on the right. So where we left off should be fairly easy to identify by shiny spoke, he said. There we go. So, next one up, let's see how many we can break. So I was tightening these ones by about half turn to move the rim over. That's not good. Release it, let's hope. Okay, alright. Half turn. Maybe if you are going to do it a bit more often, is to invest, I suppose, in a proper spoke nibble tool, and not the one from £1 from Amazon. But so the clunky noises is where the thread suddenly catches up. To undo this one, or do it up, and I just feel we're very close to breaking or stripping. Suppose if you have a torch, you could put a torch on it. There you go, that's number 2. Shouldn't put him away. Anyway, it's the same side, so we know it's 296. But for the other side, we probably needed the 298s. Alright, there. Because the rim is over to this side, the spokes on this side are a bit shorter than the spokes on this side. 296 I thought I didn't need use last week have come in handy. So it looked like I was undoing it, but I could feel it was tight, and so I undo them first so that they don't strip the nipple. The 296s prove that you should never throw anything away. I'm here. My valve hole has appeared, so I'll come round. So it usually means you can have another look at the bottom here and see. I could see actually removing it. We don't know anything because the wheels got slightly differently in the stand here. So at the moment, looking at about 0.5 millimeters of wobble, which is pretty good. So what we'll do is have another look and see how much we managed to move that rim over, how much of dishing has actually occurred. Oops. Broken spooky. Same for this one here. Never throw anything away, but I think a broken rusty spoke is allowable. See that this one's a bit shorter here, so let's pour you onto that first. Free up my dishing tool. Now it's about 3 millimeters over, but because we moved it over, this one should now also overlap, and it does. It overlaps by about 2 millimeters. So if I reset my tool, put it up a bit. And onto the lock nut. It moves slightly actually as I tighten the lock onto there. That's probably why it moves down a bit. I probably should maybe don't undo it so much. A bit more, undo it up while it's in there. Probably if you have something of a better design, you wouldn't need to worry. That's why you should get the wobble out of your wheel more or less, because otherwise if there's a wobble in your rim and you put your dishing tool here, it looks like you're going to have to move it. While if you were to put your tool here, it looks like you're going to move the other way. Don't worry, I've made that mistake myself. So now it's 1 millimeter, probably less. That there is still a bit of overlap on this side with the lock nut. So technically it should move a little bit more this side. So what I could do, if we're going to do that, is to remove all the wobble by mainly getting the wobble out or working on this side really of the rim. There's a bit of a problem always with these rims, is that where if they're new already, then where the weld is, usually it sticks out a little bit more, and so one side of the rim might run perfect, and the other side you finally get a wobble that you cannot remove because the rim is slightly thicker there. And so at some point you probably have to decide which rim side you're going to believe, this side or that side, and work on that. 0.5 millimeter, well,